Good morning and hello. Due to technical difficulties, this is my third time recording this review. Let's talk about John Wick Chapter 4. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Before we get started, click on that red subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you know whenever I post a new piece of content. Let's talk about John Wick Chapter 4. This is the fourth chapter in the John Wick series. The first movie came out in 2014. I was living in New York City at the time, and I worked at a hotel on Wall Street, which is directly next to the Beaver Building on the corners of Pearl and Wall. That building is the exterior of the Continental Hotel. It's not an actual hotel, spoiler alert, but it was really cool to be in the city and be right next to it and see them putting up the canopy over the top of the building and see the cars out front and watch them film. I did not meet Keanu Reeves, but I did meet one of the main characters from the show who was staying at my hotel for filming of the movie. I love the John Wick movies. I think the first one is fantastic. I think the second one is really good. I think the third one is great. And I think this one is pretty good. I've been hearing a lot of this is one of the greatest action movies ever made, and it's not. It is a really good action movie. The choreography, the fighting, things getting broken, people getting punched, people getting shot, all of the technical stuff is really cool. I don't know how many people there are left for John Wick to kill, but apparently, based on these four movies, probably not that many left. So the performances are really good. Keanu Reeves continues to be great as Mr. Wick. Lance Reddick as the concierge, may he rest in peace, is good in this too, for the brief time he has in it. Ian McShane as the manager of the Continental is awesome. Bill Skarsgard as the villain, the Marquis, the Frenchman, is really good. And of course, Donnie as Kane, who's a former associate friend of Wick's who's tasked with killing him, hunting down and killing him on behalf of the High Table. All of the lore stuff that they've established over 3 movies, this society of secret assassins who kill people in secret and have their own like weird code of ethics and structure and hierarchy, all that stuff is still great. Here's what's not great. This movie is at least 30 minutes too long. At least 30 minutes too long. It's 2 hours and 49 minutes, and it is too much. The movie doesn't have the side characters and the side stories to justify that length. It's padded out in the action sequences, it's padded out with the dialogue, and it's just too long. I feel like out there somewhere there are 2 better cuts of this movie, which isn't good. There's 2 better cuts of this. One cut is like an hour and 40 minutes long. Hour 30, hour 40 minutes long. It's lean, it's mean, it's nasty, it's quick, it gets things over with. And somewhere out there is the perfect cut of this movie that's maybe 2 hours and 10, 15 minutes at the most. And that is where this movie should be. It is way too long. It is way too excessive. There is too much action. And it's just too much. It's really that simple. This movie is too long and there's no reason for it. There's no justification for director Chad. There's no, I can't remember his name, Chad, which is the most John Wick director name ever. Chad Stahelski. There's no reason for Stahelski to justify this length. It has a really cool action sequence that's set from an isometric point of view, which I don't think I've ever seen in a movie like this before. Kind of has like Hotline Miami vibes. And that sequence is awesome, and it's perfect, and it's just the right amount of time. All of the other action sequences in this movie are too long and too pointless and just too much, too extra. So this movie is good. It's really, really hampered by its runtime, and it's not even the best John Wick movie. It's just not. The ending is great, but I'm really frustrated by this movie, to be completely honest. It is just too freaking much. Thank you so much for checking out this video, though. Hope you liked it, found it helpful. Please consider subscribing. You can also like and share the video. That tells the powers that be that it's worth promoting. And hit me up in the comments. Let me know, am I wrong about John Wick Chapter 4? And I'll see you next Wednesday at 9 a.m.